Hello everyone, it's Laura Myers for CMS-Connected. On this product spotlight, I'm going to dive into Agility CMS, the website management system that operates as a central hub for their customers to deliver content, sell products online, and increase customer engagement all in one place. Here to go in depth on their features and their unique approach to cloud, upgrades, and user experience, I have Jon Voigt here, the CEO and co-founder of Agility. Hello Jon, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
Awesome.
Now, in starting the company, I know there are reasons you must have had for creating Agility CMS, whether it was a void in the market or the creation of a platform unique to your needs. So tell me about the history of Agility, where you started, and how you really wanted to be different.
Right. So we started out early on doing a lot of custom application development, a lot of integration, a lot of scenarios where you need a lot of flexibility. And there just wasn't a CMS in the market at that time that really had all those things and could bring that in. And so we slowly got into the CMS and brought forward that thing, deep integration, easy flexibility, all those things. And as we started to get into that, the big gap that really we found was the fact that most CMSs were very developer-centric, and they kind of sent them to you, and then you just kind of built on them, but there was no support on your own. And so the gap that we kind of saw and kind of jumped into was this kind of fully supported, fully hosted solution. So we started back in 2003 when cloud was, it was before cloud was even cloud. So we were cloud-based, SaaS-based back then, and we're a true multi-tenant application. So one version, one iteration. So all of our customers are in the same version. All of our customers get the upgrades every month. But they still, the way we built it, they still have unlimited flexibility, design-wise, integration-wise, kind of enterprise on that side in terms of what you can do, but still the benefits of multi-tenanted cloud kind of application.
That brings me into my next question of where does Agility sit today?
Yeah, great point. So, kind of carrying that paradigm over the years, what we started to do is build in a suite of products into the kind of Agility framework. So obviously starting with the base was content management, but adding in e-commerce, ticketing, personalization, and then, kind of tying in with best of breed platforms for marketing automation and these other platforms that are more unique. So our paradigm now is what we call kind of a CMS or a central hub for a CMS, where all the systems kind of tie into that, and that's where you go to do your main content updates and things like that, and it kind of pushes out to all your different systems. And as I kind of said before, really focusing on the enterprise flexibility side of things with the benefits of cloud and ongoing support.
And with it being that central hub, user experience is paramount, or at least I think it should be with most CMS systems. So I am curious to hear your stance on that, and what does Agility offer in that regard?
Yeah, definitely. So when people think about user experience, normally they think about the front end of your experience for your customers, which is definitely a very important part. And we focus very heavily on that delivery side of our company or with agencies and other partners that we use. So that side of the user experience is critical to make sure you're getting across your brand, your experience, personalization, all these new type of things around responsive, and well, responsive isn't that new anymore, but the ways you can take that to other devices and things, that is all paramount. But the other side of user experience, which is often forgotten, is the back-end experience of the platform you choose or the suite of platforms that you use within your organization. So if you think about CMS, that's just one tool you use. And if you have to go to 3 different tools and add all the same information and publish it out, you're wasting time, you're frustrating your staff, or your partners, depending on how you're set up. And really, you want to make sure the back-end experience is as good as the front end, because it's just, if you have people adding content in or not adding content because they don't like it, it will ripple through and affect the front-end experience. So one of our kind of focus points is what we call content architecture. And it's something we do in the back end to make sure the back end is configured and set up properly for your team and your partners and everywhere that your systems kind of integrate together to be able to channel that through to the front end to make a better experience for the end user.
Just to elaborate on that a bit, taking special care with user experience, both internally and externally, could have a lot to do with user adoption. And since I know that's a really common pain point for organizations, that elevated user experience could really increase engagement.
100%. And employees are often very scared to move to a new platform. They're comfortable with what they are with, or either that, or they're really, really nervous of what they currently have. They don't like it. and they're like, well, is this new platform going to be just as bad or have as many problems? So there is definitely that fear factor whenever you transition to a new platform, especially your systems, right? So one of our kind of mandates here is, as we're building out a solution or working with a partner, you want to get the customer in there as early as possible, using the system, playing with it before it's live. Because if you develop everything, get it all set up, and then you say, here you go play with it, and it's already live, you're going to be scared to do stuff, and you're not going to play around, you're going to try things, you're not going to say, well, can we do this differently, and make updates and adjustments as you go, and you can really lose that adoption rate. And honestly, the first bit of a launch of a new solution, if you lose adoption rate there, it's really hard to gain it back. So you really want to do it up front, where you're working with them to get them adopted, get them comfortable, and get them using the more advanced features that maybe they wouldn't try if the system's already kind of working. They're like, oh, I don't want to try that, I'm scared about it. That's what you really want to avoid.
And in terms of change, there are lots of updates that need to happen within a CMS. And I see you guys have a very unique approach to upgrades. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so because we're a multi-tenant application, we call it a decoupled model. So parts of the solution are separate from the CMS, the parts that you really customize, but the main CMS and the whole platform is multi-tenanted. So we're able to roll out updates on a monthly basis. What this gives great benefits to our customers, small and large, in terms of getting new features, new enhancements, everything from small bug fixes and security patches to completely new ticketing modules and personalization enhancements. So we're able to roll these out really quickly. And what we found with a lot of customers that come on that are new to us is they've worked with a system in the past where they got to a certain point and they wanted to upgrade, and to upgrade they pretty much had to start from scratch. And it just shouldn't have to be done in these type of platforms these days. So we have customers that have been with us for 10 years plus. They've rebuilt their site 3 different times on our platform, but the entire back end, because the content architecture was done so well, all they've done is done a reskin to the front end, or they've enhanced a new integration with a new platform, everything. And over 10 years, have 3 different experiences for their customers that have enhanced every time, but their internal process and their internal features have kind of grown as they have.
That's a great stance and leads me into my final question of, why should someone take a serious look at your platform? Where do you feel that you stand out in your market?
Yeah, great question, because obviously there's tons of options out there, almost too many. And the real difference for us is that we like to feel we give a digital peace of mind to our customers. So we're cloud-based. We have the upgradability. They're not pigeonholed into something. We're very focused on integration and flexibility. So you kind of have that digital peace of mind that if you bring a new system in a couple years from now, or even 6 months from now, you'll be able to use that. You'll be able to tie that in. As well as our whole support line. So we have dedicated support people. Anyone using the system can pick up the phone, they can call our support line, they can say, I'm stuck on this, how do I do this? Or I tried this and it didn't work, how do I do that? Or they might report a bug, which then we put into the queue, fix that, and can get that out within a month versus a long support kind of upgrade path. So we really give them that digital peace of mind that they can just pick up the phone and they can get moving on stuff. They're not stuck. The other side that we stand out on, obviously from the cloud standpoint, is performance and scalability. So we've worked with many companies that have had to scale up for the Olympics or for different events like that, where their traffic may jump 100 times. So they need to be able to plan for that. They need to be able to know that the system can handle that. So that's definitely a focus for us. And the last two, which kind of tie into the digital peace of mind, is quick deployment. And unlimited flexibility and integration. So quick deployment is huge. So a lot of the systems that we go up against are the larger scale systems, and they can take 6 months plus for deployment. And with our platform, you can easily get up within 2 or 3 months, including personalization, all these other components. So we often come to the table and do very well when they have a tight timeline, which, let's be honest, almost everyone does these days. So it has really helped us be able to get forward and represent our customers quickly.
Digital peace of mind is such a great phrase to use and such a perfect way to wrap up our interview. Thank you so much for your thoughtful answers, Jon. I hope you enjoy a lovely rest of your day.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
That was Jon Voigt, CEO and co-founder of Agility CMS, giving us great insight, not only on the platform, but on the necessities of content architecture and a thorough attention to detail on front and back-end user experience. For more on those topics and all the latest commentary on digital business, be sure to check back regularly on CMS-Connected.